When I married my wife, I truly believed I'd found someone who would stand beside me through every storm. Our life together was simple, nothing extravagant, but built, or so I thought, on love, trust, and loyalty. For years, I worked tirelessly, believing that every sacrifice I made was for us, for our future. She often told me she was proud of me, but I didn't realize those words had long since lost their meaning. It started subtly. She began staying out late, claiming she was with friends. Her phone, once casually left on the table, became something she guarded closely, even at night. At first, I dismissed my doubts. I told myself I was imagining things. Suspicion can poison a marriage, I thought, and I didn't want to be the reason ours crumbled. But as time went on, her behavior only grew stranger, and that uneasy feeling in my gut became impossible to ignore. One evening, she came home acting overly sweet, almost performative, as if she were hiding something. When I'd asked about her day, she gave vague, detached answers. I stayed quiet, pretending not to notice, but deep down I knew something was wrong. And soon, I discovered just how wrong I was. A close friend finally told me the truth. She wasn't just meeting one man behind my back. There were several, different men. The shock hit, like a blow to the chest. My knees nearly buckled as I heard the details. The woman I shared my home, my bed, my life with had been giving herself to others. I didn't confront her right away. I wanted to see how far she would go. Not long after, she came to me with good news. She was pregnant. Any husband would have felt joy in that moment, but my heart filled with dread. Her words, "This is your baby," sounded hollow, almost rehearsed. I remembered what I had learned, and the announcement felt like a cruel test of my blind faith. She wanted me to believe it was mine, to raise a child that could easily belong to someone else. The betrayal cut deeper than anything before. I didn't rage or accuse her. I smiled, nodded, pretended to believe her, while quietly making my plan. If she thought she could deceive me, trap me, and make me carry the burden of another man's child, she was gravely mistaken. The first step was gathering proof. I collected phone records, screenshots, and even witness statements. Each new piece of evidence hurt, but it also gave me strength. With every truth I uncovered, my resolve solidified. I refused to be the fool in this story. When the moment was right, I confronted her. I placed the evidence on the table, message by message, photo by photo. Her face went pale. Her hands trembled. She stammered weak excuses that even she didn't believe. Eventually, she broke down and confessed. But even then, she insisted the baby was mine. I told her calmly that I no longer believed a word she said. She cried, begged, tried to twist the blame, but I had already made my decision. I told her I would not raise a child born of betrayal. I told her she had shattered every ounce of trust one once had. Our marriage was over. Watching her realize she had lost control, that was my first taste of revenge. I filed for divorce, presenting every piece of evidence in court. Her lies were exposed to family, friends, and everyone who once admired her. The image she had built so carefully shattered like glass. People who once praised her now looked at her with disgust. The pregnancy she thought would tie me to her forever became her undoing. Instead of binding me, it set me free. The world finally saw her for what she truly was, a woman who betrayed her husband and tried to deceive him into fatherhood. I walked away with my dignity intact, leaving her to face the wreckage of her own making. My revenge wasn't loud or violent. It was quiet, deliberate, letting the truth speak louder than her lies. I made sure she could never manipulate me again, never twist the truth to her advantage. I showed her that actions have consequences, and that betrayal always comes to light. Life after the divorce wasn't easy, but it was peaceful. I rebuilt myself piece by piece, stronger than before. The scar she left on my heart remains, but so does the lesson. Trust, once broken, is gone forever. My revenge wasn't just against her. It was a way of reclaiming my life, my self-respect, my peace. And so I moved on, free from her deceit, leaving her behind to live with the weight of her own choices.